King Charles III appeared to lose his temper at a leaky pen as he continues his nationwide tour following the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. While visiting Northern Ireland, the new monarch accidentally signed the wrong date in the ceremonial booklet, writing September 12 instead of September 13, before Camilla then points out that he had signed an earlier book with the same, incorrect date. The pen then appears to leak on the king, before he bursts out, "I cannot bear this bloody thing." In the video, King Charles says, "Is it September 12th? He is then corrected by a nearby aide, before the monarch says, "Oh, God, I put the wrong date down." After the Queen consort points out that he also signed the 12th earlier, King Charles gets up and says, "Oh, God. I hate this." Camilla then points out that the pen has leaked on her husband's hand, after which the king pulls out a handkerchief and attempts to wipe away the ink. Visibly angry, he then says, "I can't bear this bloody thing. What they do, every stinking time." He later appears to storm out of the room while his wife signs the book herself. King Charles III appears to lose his temper as his nationwide tour takes its toll. Image, CBS News. King Charles III shouts. Image, CBS News. Despite the outburst, members of the British public have leapt to the new monarch's defence. GB News presenter Darren Grimes, who shared the video, said, "His Majesty can't even remember the date." Unsurprisingly, he hasn't stopped since his mother died. He hasn't had an opportunity to grieve. He has thrown himself straight into his ceremonial duties and nationwide tour. A little stress over a leaky pen is undoubtedly fine to most. Echoing Mr. Grimes' sentiment, one social media user said, "I defy anyone to have done what he has done so soon after the loss of his mother. Constantly on the go from one place to the next must be absolutely exhausting as well as emotions. He has done very well." Read more. Mourning King Charles III facing fatigue from intense schedule. Reveal King Charles III signs the wrong date in the ceremony's book in Northern Ireland. Image, CBS News. The king then appears to storm off as his wife finishes the signing. Image, CBS News. The king has had to engage in myriad engagements since immediately acceding to the throne following the death of Queen Elizabeth II last Thursday afternoon. He arrived at Buckingham Palace this evening as crowds erupted in cheers and applause while his motorcade of 5 motorbikes and 3 drove into the palace gates. King Charles could be seen waving as he sat next to the Queen consort in the car. He and Camilla had flown directly from Northern Ireland, where they had met a number of delegates and politicians. They flew across the Irish Sea this morning after several days of official procession in Edinburgh, including the holding of a vigil, which the monarch led, on Monday night. Don't miss, Princess Anne and King Charles look broken as they keep watch. Queen, reveal, Jacinda Ardern rules out Republican New Zealand for now. Report, Charles promised Queen Mother he would continue royal legacy. Reveal, King Charles and the Queen consort arrive at Buckingham Palace on Tuesday evening. Image, Getty. Trending. King Charles thanked Sinn Féin's leader in Northern Ireland for her incredibly kind words about his mother Queen Elizabeth earlier on Tuesday in the latest sign of warmth between the former political wing of the Irish Republican Army and the Crown. Michelle O'Neill issued a statement following the Queen's death last week saying she was grateful for Queen Elizabeth's significant contribution and determined efforts to advancing peace and reconciliation and that she led by example. Ms. O'Neill has since said she was looking forward to working with Charles, and several other senior members of Sinn Féin have offered their sympathies. During the visit, King Charles shook hands with senior Sinn Féin member Alex Maskey, the acting Speaker of the Northern Ireland Assembly. In a speech, Mr. Maskey said the Queen had personally demonstrated how to break down barriers and encourage reconciliation. Read next, King Charles Ives coins may be strikingly different to the Queen's. King Charles III in no rush to move into Buckingham Palace. King Charles III shakes hands with schoolboy and meets corgi Camilla. Has young fan erupt in excited celebration as they shake hands. Queen Camilla pays homage to Ireland with shamrock brooch.